So recently, President Barack Obama says some real bullshit about the TPP. This was recent, and it just emanated from his mouth so easily. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, I mean, you're just being more explicit than I was going to be. I just was going to say he went to bat for it. But you just
he went to bat for it.
Well, he went to bat for it.
I mean, well, we know he's a proponent of it,
Yeah.
but let's hear what our president had to say about the TPP.
On the merits, it is smart for America to do it. And I have yet to hear a persuasive argument from the left or the right as to why we wouldn't want to create a trade framework that raises labor standards, raises environmental standards, protects intellectual property, levels the playing field for U.S. businesses, brings down tariffs. It is indisputable that it would create a better deal for us than the status quo.
That's all he was waiting for? He was just waiting for a persuasive argument? Well, you should have hollered at us. He should have came hollered at us, man. I mean, we got persuasive arguments. He's only been waiting for a persuasive argument to come out in opposition to the TPP. So he's not actually for it. He just
hasn't heard anyone make the case that there's something wrong with it. Is that what you're saying?
You should have came to LTMB, man. We got arguments for you. We got arguments for you, Obama.
Yeah. There's plenty.
Yeah. So I mean, so some of the things he rattled off. He was talking about it, like raises labor standards.
But see, what are those standards?
Yeah.
So like, when he says raising labor standards, like he's not being clear on what those standards are, because you can raise standards, but my standards may not be that corporation standards. It's probably, I can say let's raise my standards, but my standards could be just screwing people over. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do more of that.
Yeah.
And we all know that the TPP makes it easier for corporations to make challenges.
Right.
And elect to go to arbitration when they feel they're being screwed over.
That's right. So if their profits are being infringed upon, if they believe their profits are being infringed upon, they can go to an international tribunal and really sue the American government. It could be a state, it could be a town, it could be the federal government.
Yeah, like I guess like if like a state bank or a state bank owned by a country, like there was instance where a country sued another country because they failed to bail out the banks, right? But that other country owned one of the banks, so they sued because they refused to bail out the banks. You can sue another country for raising the minimum wage if your company has businesses there,
right? So it really destroys American sovereignty.
Yes.
Because they can sue and receive protections from our laws here. They can get millions, maybe billions of dollars from American taxpayers and supersede our own laws here. Just because their profits may be infringed upon.
If a foreign entity had a company over here and then we had a minimum wage increase, they can sue so that they wouldn't have to do it. Right. And if we had a problem with it, we would have to go take it up with them in their country. That doesn't even make sense.
Right.
In their country, in their jurisdiction, and you know what's going to happen.
Of course. So that's just one. So there's one for you, Obama. That's one. Now two. He said something about intellectual property, right?
Yeah. Whose intellectual property, though?
Whose intellectual
property?
So that could, we could relate this to like pharmaceutical companies, right? Mm-hmm. And so what the TPP would do for these pharmaceutical companies is it would pretty much extend their monopoly on a given drug, right?
On a patent?
On a patent, yeah. Oh. So what that will do would pretty much destroy the likelihood that regular Americans could get generic drugs.
Oh, so basically, they can price gouge for longer
periods of time. Yeah.
So
that's what he's talking about. Protects intellectual property.
So we got to translate. We need to translate what he's talking about.
Let's translate that.
So protecting intellectual property, that's price gouging.
That's price gouging.
And
that means instead of this amount of time that I get to price gouge, like you said, I get this long, and no other company can make my drug
their
as
version
a generic. Yeah.
At a cheaper cost.
Of course, at a cheaper cost. Okay. So if you want this brand name drug, and I worked in insurance before, so I know about these brand name drugs. They're very expensive. A lot of them are very expensive. And if there's not a generic, then what? You're just ass out, right? We just saw what happened with the EpiPen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is, I guess he wants this to be the norm.
Nah, because he said he wanted to go against the status quo.
Go against the status quo. That's
what he said.
That's interesting. I don't quite understand that.
I don't know what that means to come from his mouth. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It looked like he's perpetuating the status quo, actually.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But another thing about the TPP is that it was negotiated in secret. So we still to this day, we don't really know everything that's in it or everything that it could mean. We know some of it, and a lot of it is bad. I mean, they want to kind of portray this as a trade deal, but it is not a trade deal. It is a corporate giveaway, and it is a giveaway of our sovereignty and of our laws.
So when he says it's smart for America, we need to understand what he means by America.
It's smart for some Americans.
Yeah, it's smart for corporations,
right?
And those who are invested, because technically they would be Americans.
Yeah, they would be Americans.
Yeah, so then he can say that and actually be telling the truth,
right?
But it's a little more, devil's in the details.
Yeah, exactly. There's some of the details in it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, that's what isn't that enough though? I mean, we just dealt with really 3 points here, but isn't that enough? Isn't that enough of a persuasive argument for Barack Obama to say, "Oh, no mas. Oh, we got to kill this thing because it's gonna supersede our laws"? Are you crazy? I'm the president of the United States. I can't be for that.
Exactly. But is he the president of the United States in regards to the people, or is he president of the United States corporation as a corporate entity? That would seem like what he is.
Well, he is running with those Democrats, and we know that the Democratic Party, they don't even. You know what? I was gonna say they wink at corporations, but they do they're shaking hands in front of everybody. It's not like a secret thing. No, we know exactly who they represent. It's not in secret.
Yeah.
No, we know they are the corporation party.
And see, that's the sad thing. It's not like they're doing it in secret anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we know exactly what's going on. And so for our president to frame this deal as a trade deal and as good for us Americans and for good for small business, it's gonna lower tariffs and free trade. Oh yeah, that's what we need. It's better than the status quo.
But what's his definition of a small business?
And who are you talking to?
Who
exactly are you talking to? Because you're not talking about people like us. Because it's not good for people like us. So who are you talking to? So again, I think we just.
It's like this is just another, example of how they go out of their way to make it easier for people that don't need the help.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like these, subsidies that these biggest corporations are getting, like with the XM Bank and stuff like that.
Or fossil fuel.
Exactly. They don't need it, but they get it anyways. But like I said, we look, he was asking for persuasion. We just gave it to you. So what we need to do is get people to share this video. So hopefully it'll get to the White House. Hopefully it'll get in front of President Obama's eyes. Hi, Barack.
Yes, if you're seeing us on your tablet.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Columbia, South Carolina. What up?
It means that this message got to you, and you're looking at it right now, and you're hearing us give you this argument. So that means that sometime soon he should be releasing a statement saying that
he rejects everything.
He rejects the TPP. Those guys at LTMB really put a put an informative session.
They put a spin on it that I wasn't thinking about.
Exactly, and it just opened his eyes. And we're here for the people, man. We're here to educate, you know. So you're welcome.